Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Berryjuicysweet Dishes. And if this is your first time, please hit that like button and also that bell right beside. And to all my returning viewers, welcome back. And to everyone, all positive vibes. Well, today I will be making a dry rub for a brisket. And then I'm going to smoke it. Let me show you how. Let's begin. So I'm going to start out by using 5 tablespoons of the paprika. Next, I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of some kosher salt. Next, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of some garlic powder. Next, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of some onion powder. Next, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of some ground black pepper. Next, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of some dried parsley. Next, I'm going to use about 2 teaspoons of some cayenne pepper. Next, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of some ground cumin. And then I'm going to also add 1 teaspoon of some ground coriander. Then I'm going to use about 1 teaspoon of some oregano. Then I'm going to use 1/4 teaspoon of some chili powder. You can use the hot chili powder instead. Next, I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Next, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of some yellow mustard. Now I'm going to mix this all up together. So I have about a 4-pound brisket, and what I'm going to do is I've already cleaned and washed my brisket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that rub and I'm going to rub it on both sides of my brisket. So from the moisture from my brisket, when I washed it, it made the seasoning stick to it much better. So what I'm going to do is I just want to evenly spread this along the top and the sides of my meat. I want to massage it. And now I'm going to do the other side. And this here is about a 4-pound brisket. Okay, so now that I've rubbed my brisket, the top and the bottom, with the dry rub, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let this marinate overnight so it can get that maximum flavor. So I did layer the top with 1 teaspoon of mustard seed and 1 teaspoon of dry basil leaves, crushed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my smoker ready. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove some of these rice. I'm gonna take this drip pan, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put foil paper in the bottom of this drip pan so that for it to be less mess to clean up. And then I want to go ahead and take my temperature on my thermometer, and I'm going to go ahead and plug this up while it is still cool to the touch, the smoker. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plug this in. So now I'm going to take this, is the drip pan for the pellets. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with water. So I'm going to go ahead and add those wood pellets. So once I put the foil on the bottom of my drip pan, I'm going to put that drip pan back in. So once I get my drip pan in, I'm going to go ahead and add my brisket. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that temperature thermometer and I am going to put it in the toughest piece, the thickest piece. So now I'm going to go ahead and let this close. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and hit the start button. I've already added my water. I've already added my pellets. Now it's preheating and it's going to do its thing. So we'll come back and check in a few hours. It's not going to be done because I have it set to cook for about 12 hours, to smoke for about 12 hours. So we'll come back and check periodically. So I just wanted to show you that the meat is still cooking, and the smoke setting on here is up to 5, and the meat temperature is 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So okay, so halfway in between my brisket cooking, I'm going to go ahead and clear the smoke so I can flip my brisket onto the other side so it can get an even cook. So once the smoke is still clearing, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brisket and I'm going to now I am going to resume. All right, so I'm just checking on it again. We got 5 more hours before it's completely done. So I'm just flipping it over. All right. So let's take a look. Looks as if our brisket is ready. We're going to let that cool before we handle it. We're going to cut this against the grain. Still kind of warm to the touch. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button and also share the video. Again, everyone, thank you for watching my channel, Berryjuicysweet Dishes. Well, bye for now.